Hi guys, I just thought I'd come on again and wish everybody a happy new year. It's about an hour until 2025 here in Ireland, and I just like to hop on and make a video just with good wishes in it. I know the last one I made was just, looking closer to home about problems that you have, and look, I agree with that. I agree with myself. um, but it's not just me saying it. Like, I've been given this advice because I was worrying about everyone all across the world, and I understand. I'm not having a go, believe me. Empathy is a great thing. It is. And if you look at the people in charge of all these countries, like the big ones, where all the problems are happening, if they only had a little bit of shagging empathy, it would be nice, wouldn't it? you know, I'm saying this for you guys so you don't get bogged down and miserable. It gets in on you if you think about it too much. Like, it gets in on me. I'm only saying this because it does happen to me as well, and I don't want that to happen to anybody else. So it's like, look after this wonderful organ that we have in there, which is of course the brain, and listen to that, the gut, because 9 times out of 10 it'll keep us safe. You know. Um, yeah, I said it, like, I'm grateful for a lot of things in 2024. Um, I think I kind of became myself a bit more, and I went to my first lads holiday, which I'm really happy about. Did dialectical behavioural therapy and compassion focused therapy, which I'm really happy about. And then presentations in Wexford Local Development. Met a great group through that too, and hopefully carry on with them in the new year. Yeah, I'm not going out tonight for New Year's, and there's a weather warning. I wasn't really planning on anyway. Few friends said they might have been going out, but now they're, because of the weather, it's like too dangerous to go. So, yeah, look, I'm kind of relieved if I'm being honest. I really didn't fancy going out, especially considering that I drank on Saturday just gone, and drank only a few cans on Christmas Day, but I'm not having a drink tonight because I just don't feel it. To be honest with you, I'm quite run down and quite tired. Feeling a little worse for wear, just from drinking too regularly. Not too bad though. I had a good Christmas period. I will be honest. Did everything I wanted to do. Took it easy, and here's the 2025. Look, I'm gonna bring it on a positive note. Just one sec. I am gonna have a bit of Coca Cola. To be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't going to make this video because I thought I've already made one. I'm run down. I'm tired. But before this year is out, I really just want to thank everybody, and I'm forgetting them. I'm getting to it, but one of the biggest achievements is making this YouTube channel, and you guys are the reason for it, and I can't thank you enough. Like, I'm really grateful to everybody, like, really am. So I want to wish you all the best. The reason I'm giving this advice is because I want you guys to stay well. There have been so many great people reaching out to me, um, and like, even though there's a few negative comments, because there's so many great people here, that outdoes it. There's even people defending me in the comment section, which is mad to think. I thought it'd be a lot of negative shit. Because, like, one thing that did help me make the channel was a numbness that I feel most days, which is horrible. It is, like, I won't lie to you. A lot of days are not easy. I'd be very honest with you. Like, interacting with people can be extremely difficult for me. I put on a brave face, I smile, and even if people are lovely to me, even worse actually, because if people are horrible to me, I know to be on the defensive and to be on edge. There's a reason for my anxiety, but it's when I'm around good people and I don't want to let them down. That's what I find the worst, because I feel to myself like, oh, I owe those people, and they're not expecting the world from me, But I'm just like, oh, I want to make everything perfect for this person. Um, but look, I'm learning a lot more about myself, which is enormous. You know what I mean? An awful lot more, that I don't have to say yes to everything, that I can say no to certain things, and I have Not everything. You don't want to say no to everything because then that'll be bad. But you do want to know your limits, and that's something I've learned a huge amount about. Um, yeah, like it's so important, really is. And I'm going out like Saturday, and then obviously drinking Christmas Day, but then drinking previous Saturday as well. You just want to be careful of it, you know. Broke my own rule, not drinking 2 weeks in a row, but you know it is Christmas time. But you want to be very careful just to watch it that doesn't creep up on you. So I said to myself, no, not drinking tonight. I know it's New Year's, but I'm not. I don't feel the urge to because I've worked on that, you know, and I know it's not going to add, and I don't want to wake up tomorrow and start 2025 with a hangover. So if there's a Six Nations game or a rugby game on, I might have those cans. um, but look, I'm in such a good place that I can do that. And look to anyone out there. I know people have reached out, but I mean this hand on heart, like genuinely. If you're feeling shit, like, and you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, that it's just there's no hope. Believe me, I get days like that. I've got weeks like that before, and I can tell you that it's not going to last forever. Just don't expect miracles, step by step. And one of the worst things I think you can do when you get to that stage is to look back and think of how great life was beforehand and how things have only gone downhill. Look, gotten like that myself, but being grateful for what you do have really helps. And I mean that, like, if anyone does feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, reach out to me, and I can help you. I'll at least listen to you. I'll be a voice to listen to. And I won't try and offer you loads of advice, but I will be there to listen. You know, I'll lend an ear, as they say. Because I haven't got all the answers, and I don't claim to. Because look, who does really? There's a lot of people struggling out there, which this channel has only proved to me. So many people resonating with me, and I'm trying to help people closer to home. As I say, control what you can. That being said, if you're abroad, reach out still. I listen. I respond in the comments. I usually respond to every comment. Um, I try to, read through them when I do have a look. So I will keep doing that, until there's so many comments I may forget one, or YouTube might delete them, whatever might happen. But don't feel like you're alone. If I can give you any piece of advice going into the new year, it's don't be alone. Reach out. Um, just say something, and I mean that wholeheartedly. As I say, you're not being a burden to me. I can tell you that much. I'm not going to be able to cure you. I just so you know, but these feelings I find don't last forever. And I know how hard it is. Believe me, I've been at the lowest point where I tried to end it all. So I do get it. I know how that feels. Just why I say everything happens for a reason, because I'm able to relate to you guys if you have been that low. And it's not a nice place to be. And unfortunately, it is a battle you'll have to face every day, because you've got to watch it. You've got to be careful, look after yourself. I promise you now, if you go out drinking every day or even every weekend, it will catch up with you, especially if you're like me and you're more prone to mental illness. You've got to watch it. You've got to be very careful. If you're out with good company, and in a good environment where it's not stressful, and you get home at a reasonable hour, I think you'll be alright. But if you are out till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. every weekend, and you're taking drugs, expect that to catch up with you, because I'm promising you now, it will. And even if your mental health was sound beforehand, if you're going out taking drugs and drinking alcohol all the time, you're playing with fire. You really are. It's something that I've had to get a grip on. And yeah, had a really good time on Saturday, just saying, but it's not something I've been doing very regularly, and there's a good reason for that. And like I said, I wasn't going to go out tonight because it's too much of a hassle. It's too stressful. I wasn't even going to go out Saturday, truth be told. I was going to look for an excuse because I just felt very tired. But I'm glad I did go out, And now look, there's been a lot of adventures. First lads holiday, YouTube channel started, gave presentations, and works for local development. Started a good group there. Met a great group of friends in the compassion focused therapy. Learned a lot from the dialectical behavioural therapy. Been a bit of a quiet year, I'm not the socialite I once was, but that was never really me, and there have been downsides to this year for sure, not denying that, but I'm stronger. I'm in a position where I can get through them, whereas before, they would have knocked me for six. And that's the thing, like, you can't avoid challenge. It will pop up, inevitably. But you want to be resilient and be able to deal with it. And look, I know, we want the ideal world, and I always think, why do people have to be such arseholes? Even when you deal with them appropriately, and I have before, like, put them in their place, and I'm still left going, but I dealt with them perfectly well, and it was fine. But you're still going, why are there people like this in the world? Why is the world such an evil place? And you look at the world leaders of all these different countries, and you think, unfortunately, these really abusive traits and domineering type of traits, they do reward people, which is sad. Like, people get ahead in this world by being cruel and evil to each other, being manipulative, and they abuse others to get to the top. And unfortunately, that does seem to get people there because they're willing to take steps that you just aren't, and neither am I, because we've got empathy, and we'd feel awful if we did do that. They don't have it, so that's why they're able to carry out these horrific acts and not feel anything. But what'll happen is they'll alienate themselves from everybody. Nobody will want to be around them. They're ruled by fear. But they'll also have a lot of people out gunning for them, wanting to get them. Do you want that hassle and stress? I know I fucking don't. So I'll never be like that. But let's go into 2025 with a good mindset, guys. Let's try and influence people in ways that we can, and then maybe we'll be able to influence bigger things, but it starts small. Pebbles, rocks, boulders, I like that analogy, you fill up with loads of little pebbles, then rocks, which are bigger, and then you build them into boulders. It means basically, like, I'm paraphrasing, but start small. Don't go for, like, say, if you haven't even left the house in 2 years or whatever, you're not going to be able to run a 10k, not even a 5k. Maybe let's start with a walk. Let's go outside and walk, there might be agoraphobia there. So even getting outside the house can be a challenge. So we want to do that, You don't want to be setting yourself unrealistic goals, and, like, if you set yourself all these, like, amazing things you want to achieve in 2025, do you really want to start 2025 with a hangover? Is that the way you want to go? Because I'm telling you, it's not going to help you. You're going to feel like shit. So I've started many a new year with the hangover, and I can tell you, it's not any good way to be. You wake up, it's quite cold in January, and you're like, oh fuck, and I worked most New Year's days because of double pay. Gotta make bank. I got to make bank. But no, I listened, and I'm like, most people will probably be drinking, and there's a lot of people, I think, fed up of the hustle and bustle, and they're deciding to have a house party or whatever. That would be more my thing, But my mum and my brother, we've been through a lot together, and I'm perfectly happy. I actually enjoy it, because I have actually done quite a lot this year, which I didn't realise until I tried making a collage of 2024, of all the big moments, and I couldn't get all the pictures I wanted in, so I chose my favourites. 10 pictures you were allowed, so that shows you. I've done a fair bit. But I want to set sustainable goals, and I think you should do the same. Losing weight is not unsustainable, but be honest with yourself, make a plan, be realistic, and look after yourselves. Be more confident in yourself, and look, just saying be confident, I know that's easier said than done. What I mean by that is create an environment where you can thrive. Don't be surrounded by toxic people who bring you down and are always trying to make everything a competition. It's fucking exhausting. You know what they're always saying? Oh, you only got that because of it, and and I'm better than you with this, and okay, fuck off. I didn't ask. I don't care. Everything doesn't have to be a fucking competition. You don't need that stress. You need to be the only person you should be comparing yourself to is this person, right? Not me, yourself. FYI, you know that scene in Shrek the Third where Justin Timberlake's character King Artie, he goes, "The only thing standing in your way is you, me. Get him, lads." Any Shrek fans out there? But it's true. Just playing with the aglet on my tracksuit bottoms. Remember that Phineas and Ferb taught me about it. It's the plastic bit on your shoelaces, but I'm presuming it's the same bit, Anyway, so educational. Guys, I want to wish you a very happy 2025. And I've said it before, Athbhliain, faoi daoibh. Happy New Year to you, and I really hope that you do start in the right way. And look, if you are going out socialising, as I said before, fair enough, enjoy yourself. I'm not going to be a buzzkill. Just make sure you're with good company, people who big you up as opposed to push you down. Because I've been out drinking with people who were good and positive. You sure you wake up with a bit of a hangover, but you feel good. You feel like the dopamine hit that you got from socialising with good people is way better than, or it outweighs the negative effects of the hangover. So guys, stay well, look after one another. Remember what I said in the previous video today when I was out in the pistons of rain and the wind. Control what you can, help people nearby, get involved coaching like I did, or get involved in maybe a local drama group, volunteer to help people out wherever you can. Just try and be a decent human being in your local area, and you'll make connections you never even thought possible, and then you'll be able to go further. And for the love of God, if you get a chance, we've any elections anytime soon, get out and have your say, vote, let your voice be heard. I know it's a hard time in Ireland anyway, and around the world people have reached out on this channel and have told me that they're struggling, so it's obviously not just Ireland, but that would be my main thing because that's where I am, and I love this country. But yeah, I'm planning moving abroad soon, in the next year or so, just to broaden my horizons and see what can happen. And so I'd say I'll never come back. Of course I'll come back, but just to see, hopefully get on well. But look, guys, very happy New Year, and may all your hopes and dreams come true, and keep ticking away. And if there's any shit coming up or any challenges, feel free to leave me a comment or whatever, and I'll reach out to you, and hope that I can get more interviews done and more Q&As. Very happy New Year. I'm not going to ramble anymore. Thank you guys. Bye bye.